Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that by far one of the most successful Star Wars characters within the Star Wars franchise is without a doubt Luke Skywalker. It's one of the main things as to why a lot of Star Wars fans had issues with The Last Jedi and Episode 9 because of what Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy had done to the sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, here we are, we're in the very end of November. We're approaching 2021, in which this new Star Wars universe is really going to take off and really introduce some amazing aspects to the franchise by Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas, and others to really give the fans hope about the future and what's to come on Disney Plus and or in theaters. So, one thing is for certain is that The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 5 kicked off just today. A lot of fans have been very impressed with what they actually saw with a specific character, Ahsoka Tano. Now, Ahsoka Tano being portrayed by Rosario Dawson, a lot of fans, for the most part, seem to actually like how she handled the character. The only thing that I think a lot of fans gotta get used to is the voice change. It seems like that Rosario has a lower voice as Ahsoka Tano. That's just my take on things. Now, beyond all of this, what's really exciting all has to do with future Mandalorian seasons, beyond Season 2, and what it has to do with the character of Ahsoka Tano and other characters out there. Now, specifically, what's really exciting about all of this is that with the Skywalker saga now over and the sequel trilogy a thing of the past, both Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new Star Wars universe and their new trilogy of movies. However, it's explained that currently both George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni are focused on expanding the character of Ahsoka Tano in the new universe to come. Now, it's described that currently Jon Favreau is working on a major side story for Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian Season 4, where Ahsoka is described to hold knowledge of Palpatine's granddaughter that is hidden somewhere in the galaxy, aka Rey. So let's stop right there for a second. In case you guys didn't know, Season 3 and Season 4 is pretty much being worked on back to back. It's going to be two big seasons of The Mandalorian that's really going to promote new Jedi, Baby Yoda, we're going to get into that in just a second, and more to come with Jedi temples, as well as the character of Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker. Let's not forget about that. We've gone over aspects of that a couple of days ago. So, with that being said, Jon Favreau just knows what he's doing here. So, it's noted that Favreau plans to create a link between Ahsoka Tano and Rey in the Star Wars universe, to where Ahsoka guides a young Rey during her time on Jakku, remotely across the galaxy trying to find Rey, eventually going into aspects of the Rise of Skywalker, where it's going to actually explain as to how Rey was able to successfully complete the design of her actual yellow lightsaber. Now, it's said that in the new canon of the sequel trilogy that will be released next year, it will be established that Rey actually heard voices of Ahsoka Tano growing up, reaching out to her throughout her whole life. Favreau plans to develop this major link that Ahsoka holds knowledge of Palpatine's son and Palpatine's granddaughter, and that Ahsoka is actually the one who knew that Rey was the key to destroying Palpatine once and for all. Favreau is also developing a side story for Season 4 that will involve more Jedi temples that will pop up in the series across the galaxy, giving fans a very much in-depth look into Luke Skywalker's new Jedi temple, as seen briefly in The Last Jedi. Now, Baby Yoda's real name, we got it in Season 2. Grogu, by the way, was trained on Coruscant within the Jedi temple. Now, what's exciting about this edition is that you can see where things are starting to head. You can obviously see that Jon Favreau really wants to take Grogu in a different direction, where he's going to be more associated with the Force and stuff around those lines, evolving the character throughout the seasons. That's what they want to actually focus on. Basically, Grogu is the link to the past, and Ahsoka is the link to the future with Rey. So, you guys may recall that in the original cuts of Episode 9, Ahsoka Tano was supposed to actually be in that movie in a very unique way, either as a Force ghost reaching out to Rey, or just a regular voice reaching out to Rey. by that time, it was actually established that Ahsoka Tano would be dead. So what's exciting about this is that they're creating this link that Ahsoka holds knowledge of Palpatine's secret granddaughter, quote-unquote, that's going to be pretty much teased in The Mandalorian Season 4. Now, we talked about this before in the past, is that they are planning an Ahsoka spin-off film to actually be released in theaters in the next couple of years. Now, initially they had plans for a TV show, now they're actually going over plans for an actual Ahsoka Tano movie. And it just goes to show you that not only are they focused on trilogies, but also spin-off movies from The Mandalorian. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.